We'll start again, Left the sound off. Can't get the stuff, lad. We'll start again. And good morning, everybody. Welcome to Stanley Indoor Bowls Club for day 2, session 1 of the UK Open Qualifiers. We'll start again. For anybody who didn't tune in yesterday, the format is 121 players from around the country. I'm just going to turn them captions off. Are competing for 11 golden tickets into the actual UK Open event, which is taking place on Thursday, Friday, Saturday. and that's when the top 16 seeds from the WBT turn up on the Thursday, and they take on 11 qualifiers, 4 overseas players, and a sponsor's choice. The sponsor's choice, for the people not aware, is Danny Dennison. This morning's game features Liam McKay and my right hand man, Mr. David Bernie Bolt. I'll just run through the details for Liam again, seeing as I was talking to myself. Liam's from Edinburgh, age 25. His indoor club is Bainfield, outdoor club is Tanfield. His achievements in the last 5 years is a junior international outdoor skip and captain, men's Scottish Cup winners for Mid Lothian, men's Scottish Fours runners up, and junior internationalist indoors. The balls he's using is Hensley Tiger 4s, Pro Heavy, and his favourite indoor green is Perth and Bainfield. His hobbies: football, pool and darts. Favourite food is Nando's and Domino's. I'm guessing that's the pizza, not the actual Domino's themselves. And he enjoys playing on the old PlayStation. And he likes to relax to music before a game. So I think somebody was asking about any superstitions. Well, there's one there for you. As for his opponent, Mr. Bolt, no idea who he is. Only kidding. This is my right hand man on the podcast. New theme tune is Take That, Relight My Fire, because his passion to play the game has relighted over the last 6 or 7 months. And of course he did qualify from Stanley to get into the WBT down at Potters. Big thank you as always to Lean to Succeed for sponsoring the event. Davey's using the white speckled balls. Liam with the what looks like black and white. I think there might be a hint of blue in there somewhere. Good ball coming in from Dave. For anybody in the area, it's free entry into the place today and tomorrow, and on Thursday, Friday, Saturday it's £2 all day. You can't get vexed. We're looking to lift this ball out here. We'll get a good contact here. And he has. Well played. Got a good result. Lifting the ball out for 3. Going down this stitch hand. All down to pace. He's got a decent line. Just drop the pace. And it's an early 3 for Davey. the maker balls, Richie. Davey's using these 3.5 aero grooves, and Liam has got size 4 Tiger Pros. Morning, Mrs. Bolt. I hope you're feeling a little bit better. And good morning to my old mate Freddie Edwards. Yep, it's the first time somebody said that I sounded bright. But I'll take it. Cracking reply there from Liam. There are 6 other, well, there's a total of 6 games taking place at the minute. We have got an Old Scottish affair on the far side where Darren Cooper's playing Carla Banks. Got Paul Wallace playing Chloe Thompson. Callum Bartlack playing our sponsor, Jacqueline Henderson. Ruari Taylor playing the under 25 singles champion, Daniel Poole, who won it at Potters, you may have seen. We've got Christopher Ritchie playing Graham Robinson, and of course our featured game. You have to say full credit to the Stanley Club. They provided markets for every single session. Yes. The line's there, he's just going to drop short. Liam hanging on to 1. Morning, Lee Birch. Quick shout out to the AIBA who start their live streaming this morning. They're covering the, I think it's the singles semi-finals. Another good line going up from Liam. All down to pace. It'll fly in at the end if he's dead pace. Oh, he's very close. Oh, tremendous ball, well played, sir. Oh, morning. The world is right now. Morning, Mr. Bell. I hope you're not watching it Asda, mind you. If you want any comments, any questions, just put them on our Facebook feed. Or the YouTube. We're currently streaming out to both platforms for the first time. I think we're totting up the views that we got over the 2 platforms. We kicked on about 21,000, which is tremendous. I do realise that people do dip in, dip out. If you have got a smart TV and you've got YouTube, you can watch it on your big telly. A good line. Yeah, well played, Dave. Cracker ball.
Leave it touching the jack, Matt. What's the gap between the jack and the ball? Shot ball. That's good. That one's good. Shot ball. Shot ball down. Only one down.
I'll keep you up to date with the other games as they progress.
Let's have the second one.
A good line from Liam. Well, a great effort.
One down, that's it. No, you're still holding. How far has Liam gone through, please?
Oh, 9 inches.
Another good line from Dave. If you dead length, it absolutely bombs in at the finish. He's close again. He could be very unlucky here. Oh, I think he's one down.
A piece.
Must give another shout out to the umpires as well. All given their time up free. All volunteers here all week. Morning, Stuart. Well, I can just confirm that Bolty actually had a Kit Kat. Just one of them little chunky Kit Kats. But now that you've mentioned bacon, can I just say the waft of bacon's on this end of the green? I think we'll be tackling a bacon sandwich. Another good effort from Liam. Yep, Davey not making watches, keeping his final ball. Four to two, we're kicking into end number 4. Thanks for the kind words, David Ross. It's all done on a shoestring, it can be done. We don't get funded. We pay it out of our own pockets, the little bits and bobs that we have to pay out. Morning, me old mate Paul Hartley. Unlucky in the singles yesterday. Look forward to seeing you up here tomorrow. Paul playing Claire Anderson in the group with Death, I've named it. Paul's just dropping the yard short. Well played. Another good line from Liam. make the trip. He's probably second. Just for the record, the two lads had a couple of ends each before their trial ends. Players are allowed to practice, but not on the rink that they are playing on, but because it's a show rink, Jason lets them on. Liam was shot, but his bolts fell out, so I think Davey's possibly still lying. He's got a better line here though. He's teaming back. He could be unlucky if he catches the white. Oh, it could be. Oh.
So hang on, that's the line. That's the line, or leave it on the shot? The line shot at that, the shot at the jab.
Yeah, Liam was shot with his third ball for a few minutes. The ball fell out, and Davies just thinned the white to actually leave Liam shot. He's gone a bit wider this time.
That's good. That's good for shot, Eddie. How far am I shot now, that side? Or that pass?
This one.
Yeah. Shot or pass?
It's pass.
One to Liam by the looks of it. He's having a quick look at that second one. 4-3 to Davy Bolt as we start end 5. Davy modelling one of his own Bolt shirts. I'm led to believe it's just a medium. A couple of stone that the lad's lost, trying to get himself fit. I'll ram this bacon sandwich later on. Good start from Liam. Great reply from Dave. I don't know whether you managed to catch him at the World Wars Tour down at Potters when he was beaten by Michael Stepney, but he did say before going on that in his warm-up his balls, he couldn't find the centre of the rink, and he's had no problem on this rink this morning. Another good line. He's just pulled up. I'm just playing overweight down this ditch side. Seen many balls yesterday where they didn't get down with that yard on. Fully expect Davey to put a couple of feet on here. Yeah, the old insurance policy gone in. I'd say the event was well supported yesterday. The stands might have looked empty behind us, but everybody was down the bottom end. I think they were kicking on at about 150 people in. Just caught in two minds there, I think, Liam, whether to go quicker or controlled, and
No shot about forward, this is show.
One down, one up.
If the back's good, that one's good.
I like.
Yes.
like I say, we're also going out on YouTube, so if you are on YouTube, hope you're enjoying the streaming on there as well. You can leave any comments on there and I'll try to pick them up as well. Well played, Dave.
One down, two down.
Two it is, 6-3. We go to end number 6.
Was it behind? Was it sitting on the back of it? Shot was about 2 inches gone.
Again, we have 8 sessions of balls, live action for you throughout the day. There are 4 golden tickets up for grabs this morning. This over the full day. So in theory you only have to win probably a maximum of 4 games, possibly only 3, to get yourself a crack at the big boys. Good ball from Liam. Davies floated it out. Needs to bite. Probably second, I think. Good line from Lee, and he's not bad again. Well played. Players are restricted to the number of visits to the head for all the. There is no shot clock on this event. You can come up after your 3rd ball. I think Dave will probably just draw it again. got a better line. Well, he's going to get out. Oh, he's played it. It's fell in. I don't know whether he's shot or not. Just looking from this angle, I'll probably have a wee pound on the black ball. Didn't even get a grab of the white, he gets a good 3. Just needs to finish. He's just going to get the wrong side. And Davey fancies ease. Yep, one it is.
How was that one, Derek? Last one, 6 inches gone. Second, yeah? Absolutely. Yes, you're still shot.
So we go into the final end of the first set. Davey 7-3 ahead. This is where we get his book out, the Davey Bolt game management book. Just rattle through the other scores for you. Looking at the far side, Darren Cooper is beating Carla Banks 4-2 after 4 ends. Paul Wallace is 8-1 up against Chloe Thompson. That's after 5 ends. Our sponsor, Jacqueline Henderson, is 6-3 up against Callum Black after 4 ends. The under 25 indoor world champion Daniel Poole is 2-1 up against Ruari Taylor. That's just after 2 ends. And the other game is Christopher Ritchie is 5-3 up against Graham Robinson, and that's after 5 ends. Be surprised to see possibly Liam have a little crack down the other hand just on the draw. The set's gone, he's not going to get the 4, so you might as well experiment. What do I know? I agree. As far as I know, you don't need to be registered with an association. You just fill out the entry form on the PBA Bowls website, and pay you £20, and in you get. Open for anybody. Well, that's the first set done and dusted. All I'm going to see is plain runners. I would be more inclined to try to get your drawn weight going again rather than runners, but what do I know?
Probably the short ball. Not short.
Regarding the semi-finals on Saturday, that start at 10, I'm guessing that they will follow each other on. So one will be on at 10 and the other one will probably be on about half 11, maybe it's 12ish. I think the final might be due to start about 3:30 on the Saturday. I'm joined by the main man himself, JP Parkinson, Esquire, MBE, OBE,
MUG.
phone fall asleeper.
I only come to see if you wanted a brew.
He's away now. Martin's picking up a few questions there for us. Let's see.
It's a busy one, this one.
It is, but it's should be another good day. With Davey being 7-3 up, that first set, I said it's time to get his game management book out.
Oh dear.
We knew what was coming.
You've seen it, it's like the Britannica Encyclopedia.
It is, it is. It's got to be as big as One Piece. Another cracking ball from Dave.
Fantastic ball.
Definitely one.
There's a little question there regarding, obviously, we used to run a competition down in the Welsh area, the valleys, yeah.
Lee and Ellie.
Yeah, we are actively looking around, to get these competitions back. It's hard anyway to get money for sport. I think more so now. Oh, fantastic ball. More so now, if people are still recovering from COVID, that's not an excuse for everything. There is obviously still money around. That's how we got this competition going. But yeah, we are actively looking at something new. This is kind of like a bit of a prototype for a different way of doing things, and so far it's going absolutely well. But I'm going to keep, there's a wooden table here, I'll tap that.
Well, that's it, mate, yeah.
Yeah, this goes well, then it does kind of open a door to other different types of events within the World Bowls Tour.
Must be 3 down, just needs to run. He's going to get second out of it. Nappies. Yeah, got second.
Maxime on the rink there, our official of the year, look, showing us how it's done. Thought I'd make a blush.
After all, I came out the way of the cameras. Give us a look. Give us a look.
Game's going quite quick as well, there's not many hanging around in these qualifiers, which I quite like, because we never use a shot clock anyway in the qualifying events. Now this carpet, it's not as fast as the old Stanley carpet, but it's still a quick carpet.
Yeah.
It's fluctuating between, I'd say, 17 and 18, depending on the time of day and the temperature. But
it got very warm in here yesterday.
oh, the afternoon session.
Afternoon session.
Yeah.
I know you were lathered when you came up.
I was fuming. I got back to the hotel room, jumped on the scales, and I was still as light as I was. Put a complaint into the management team. Didn't lose a single pound.
Cranked up the heat in the
I'm
hotel
fuming.
room.
Absolutely fuming now. I might have to get me solicitor. I think it's interesting as well, with, regarding the shot clock. Going forward to the main event starting on Thursday, for those eagle-eyed viewers will see that we haven't got a shot clock in operation. Two reasons mainly. The first reason is obvious, with multiple rinks going on. You've got 4 games going on. You're going to have, if the buzzer starts going off all over the place, it'll get a little bit annoying. But I think the main reason as well is, I personally don't think it's needed at the moment. I think the shot clock, when it was brought in for purpose. There's a couple of people that were slightly slower than others, should we say. And we just need to keep the games moving. No one wants to see someone looking ahead for 4 or 5 minutes.
No, you don't. I mean, you see them tippy-tapping the foot around the head and walking up and down and standing there thinking, and you're going,
just lob it.
You know what you're going to play, mate. If you don't know what you're going to play, you're not going to play it.
So that's the reason. But I think when you look at 98% of the players we have, either in the world rankings or on the tour as the qualifiers, there's not many slow players, Richie.
No, not now. No. Just to bring you up to date with, there's a few first sets gone up. Paul Wallace has took the first set against Chloe Thompson. Daniel Poole, our under 25 world singles champion, has took the first set against Ruari Taylor. And Christopher Ritchie's took the first set against Graham Robinson. Big chance here for Liam, line 3. Good line from Dave. If his weight's right, he will fly back in.
Just drifted past
it.
Might
just be unlucky. Oh. And there's 4 golden tickets up today, mate, is that right?
Yes, you're right. 4 qualifiers from today's event. And then 2 more tomorrow. Two of the overseas players have arrived. I'm still waiting for one.
A good line again.
Yeah. He needs to get to his backhand, doesn't he? Oh, on him, on out.
Oh. Might be one out and not one in there. There might only be a couple now.
That's a good question, Richie, about do we ever see a UBC style competition in the UK? That's a good one, because
I don't think we will.
No, I don't think we will. That's unfortunate, not because we don't want it.
No.
It's unfortunate. I just think it's the way the sport is in this part of the world, I think, at the moment. I quite like the look of that, so I thought, well, I don't really know much about it, but I used to watch it and not really know what it was. So when I inquired, I was quite staggered in a way of what the costs.
The finance.
So it looks so brilliant. You know, they've got their own little showroom there, haven't they, where they do the shows from.
Yeah.
So I did a little bit of digging, and about £20,000 per. They call them franchises, don't they? So a franchise, which is a team, £20,000 per franchise. Well, we could run an event on that money.
Exactly.
You know, can you see us ever? Even if we, the running of it isn't the issue, is it? It's the cost.
Yeah.
Could you ever see 10 teams in the UK
not
20,000?
Not a sausage, mate. Not a sausage.
However, you are out there, you want to enter a team.
Well, yes, sir. Yeah.
We're always here to talk. Like I play Crown Green, and the Crown Green subs have gone up from £24 to £25.50. There's absolute war going on in Manchester.
I know. Yeah.
Oh, they're on strike and everything. They daren't put the tea price up, my gosh.
Oh my giddy hands. Yeah, like you say, mate, it's finances over in Australia. They seem to be got bigger indoor clubs. They've got a few better facilities.
The facilities are world class, aren't they?
Make the money off the one-armed bandit, shall we say?
Eric, my last ball, have fun. On there.
Well, definitely further.
My last ball about 5 feet there.
Good game next as well, haven't you? I'm lining them up for you.
Yeah, I bet you'll line them up.
We go from the youth of the sport to two of the seniors.
Two veterans.
Cracking game ahead.
Two
yeah.
veterans.
Two veterans.
That's it there. There's a follow-on question about the UBC. Would we ever see UBC style competition points-wise, not the money? See, for those who don't watch, you get shot ball 10 points, 5 for second, 3 for third. If the lead shot, he gets 3 points, any touch of 3 points, and it's 5-inch pairs.
Yep, I put an advert out for 8 Carol Vorderman markers.
Yeah, it is, yeah.
There's always room for, I think there's
There
always
is, I mean,
room for something new.
Yeah. Locally, we outdoors, our local association run a competition, and it's called a 3-2-1 knockout triples. I call it the Ted Rogers.
Yep.
Because can you remember the old Ted Rogers 3-2-1
I know what
triple?
you're doing then.
3-2-1.
You're swearing at me. You got the wrong way around then, Richard.
3-2-1 fingers, can I see?
Yep.
You get 3 for shot, 2 for second, and 1 for third. It's a different form. I mean, try it.
Just try that.
Try it at a local level and see what happens. Try it within your club. Nothing to stop clubs to try it.
I think the biggest thing there, Rich, is again it'll come down to the same few people to organise all that.
Exactly, yeah.
That's the other thing, isn't it?
I think if a club tries it at a local level, see how it works. I think that's first game over, mate. Daniel Poole, under 25. Straight sets win over
Yeah, I've not seen
Rory Taylor.
Yeah, I used to play obviously at Carlisle for a couple of years, Denny Cups and things there, and obviously so I met Daniel for the first time there. And I remember when I first saw him play, it was very obvious he had the talent. I think like a lot of young people do. He was skipping quite early,
Yeah.
and I thought at the time he just tended to strike too much. You know, there's a few balls in the head, it was just whack it, whack, whack, whack. And I remember the first time he qualified at Potters, there was that element there. He still played well, but didn't really have the shots, if you know what I mean. It was a case of in trouble, I'm just going to drive at this. Came back this time, obviously I've not played indoor bowls for quite a few years, so I've kind of not seen him for a couple of years. He came back to Potters this time, and what a change. What an absolute change. You know, the ability's still there, but he just kept his head better. A few times I sat there thinking, here we go. I was kind of waiting for the turn, if you wish, where he'd just start blitzing through everything, and he didn't. You know, he did himself really proud, I thought. All comes with age, doesn't it? I think it just shows you how sometimes at bowls, when and I did it myself, but luckily I had someone behind me at the time to grab hold of me and said, no, you lead for a few years.
Well, I've always, I mean, when I started, you do your apprenticeship at the start, at the front, don't you?
Yeah, I think you've got to surround yourself, if possible, depends on what club you play at, with some better players, because if you know you've got the ability and you're leading all the time and you're playing with someone that's not particularly good,
yes, you get frustrated,
disheartening. You get disheartened, and you kind of promote yourself in a way. It's how you get yourself back.
Just a quick reply to Richie's question on the lineup for the show ring today. It's fluid.
Yeah, it's a bit difficult, that one. It's a good question. So the way it works today, obviously, because we've got, it's a qualifier, but we've got 11 events within the qualifiers with 11 pathways, if you want to call them that. So this session, every session is different. So as the games are coming on and off, I basically try and handpick what I think will be a good game to see, and also just try and make it fair. So try and get some ladies involved. You know, just try and shake it up a bit.
Yeah.
Keep you on your toes, Richard.
Thanks.
So yeah, at the moment we can only guarantee the next one.
I'll tell you what was
and then
good
we'll
to see
look at-
yesterday was it Danny Porter
Oh,
in the
fantastic.
para? He was. I mean, he
Absolutely
was flagging his
fantastic.
second game. I felt sorry for the lad. The second, because he had to go straight back on. Obviously,
Yeah.
the way it fell, and of course the heating was cranked up, and he
Oh,
looked like he was
yeah.
flagging the poor lad. But I thought, no, it's great that
Yeah.
he's came in and had a crack at it,
Yeah, he's fantastic. I have a lot of time for Danny. He
and
plays
won
a
his,
lot
won
of
his
bowls.
first one.
Yeah, he plays a lot of bowls and he plays really well. Really, really well. Very keen. But he's one of these players you can have a laugh with.
Aye.
You know, when people say don't let the boundaries stop you, you can have a giggle, because as like you say, he's very slow at the ring. But as I passed him a couple of times, I just said, "Come on, the shot clock's going to get you," you know, and he just laughs it off. Yeah, great to see.
Going a bit quicker here, Debbie.
You might have taken that, would you?
Lucky.
That's 3 down, Derek. Yes, 3 down, yes.
Liam's starting to find his straps a little bit here in the second set. That's a good line. I think it's a bit shy. Oh, look at this man. Fitness.
Umpire, please.
Don't know whether Dave will not go as quick at this, I don't think.
No,
That's the option.
he can't really afford to lose his own ball and just
No.
give him a 3-4.
He's wide enough. If his pace is good, he'll fly back. Here she blows. Kick at the carpet indicates he wasn't. I'd be surprised if Liam doesn't follow him up.
No danger really there.
Well, he's got a decent line. Well down to Pierce. Davy's clapping it, so he must be close.
Yeah, he's in. 3.
Well played.
Oh, yeah.
The commentator's curse.
You banged our heads together, look at that. I see Jackie's on link 3 there. Our sponsor for the
That was
qualifiers.
sponsor. Yeah. So 5-1. We go on to the fifth end. Davey will be looking to score this end. Liam will be probably, if he's going to drop out, drop a 1.
Don't forget, if you are around the next few days, you can come down to Stanley and watch Top 16 start playing from Thursday. It's only £2 to get in for the whole day.
Cheap as chips. Quite literally, because you can't get a bag of chips for £2 today.
How was that short? It's a good short.
Oh, is it 6-1? Oh, it is, because you got 3, didn't you?
Say 3 and 3, Richie.
Yeah, 3 and 3.
Dearie me.
The UBC ton, we've got no chance made of it. 10,
Well,
5, 3, 2, 1.
You've got all these screens and not an abacus.
Oh. Carla Banks taking the first set against Darren Cooper.
Yeah, all 3 banks are playing today.
And did I mention our sponsors took the first set? Charlie and Henderson took the first set. Oh, our sponsors are playing today. What did you say?
You're miles away then, weren't you? Jason, I said all the banks are playing today.
Oh, all the banks are playing today. Oh, well, mile away, me, man. Lights is on, there's nobody on, mate.
Jason Banks actually plays Trevor Taylor. That'll be a very good
That'll
game.
be a good game,
I might
yes.
try and square
Yeah.
that one up for you.
I'll just call Jason, Trevor Gavin.
Yeah, he doesn't like that, does he?
Push me lights out. Davies just lost that pace up that hand. Oh, he's playing it a touch tight. Yeah, well played, Liam. Oh, Dave.
Isn't it funny sets play? It's such a funny game. It can just change so drastically, can't you? You can have someone. I think I had a scorecard yesterday. It was such a massive win in the first set, and then the other person then won really big in the second
Right.
set. It's bizarre, really bizarre.
And I think the number of times that people win the first set,
Just take the foot off the gas.
relax, yeah, just switch off. I mean, it was like that. The lad from our club, Peter Thompson, yesterday won his first set. Second set, he was 10 blongs down. I'm going, went out tiebreaker. Good effort from Dave here. Could be second. Keep me alone, McKay. Yeah, we'll just say second. A good line from Liam, all down to his pace. I think it's Judith Chalmers.
I'm just showing your age now. we were.
That's one for the
Mind you, I knew
oldies.
it, so that's it.
For the oldies. Everybody on the news said, Judith Chalmers, what is that like? It's Judith Chalmers. Google. Don't really get a grab of one of these balls over here. And he's going to drop.
Oh. Well, he's looking definitely going for a tie break now.
Yeah.
Right, I'm going to leave you to it, Richie. I'm going to go and do my day job, update the website. Want a drink?
I'll hang on till after we're finished, mate, and I think it might be bacon sandwich time.
I'll grab it for you. Speak to you all later.
Thanks, Mr. Parkinson. Top man as ever.
You give us a shout if you want something.
Got me right sure I should have mentioned bacon. So, Liam 7-1 up. 2 ends to play. Good reply. Good start from Dave. And we just need to try to magic a couple of threes after winning the first set. ball from Liam. He's just a bit frustrated, I think. Another good ball from Liam. David might have a toddle possibly for the two of them here. I thought as much. Now he's very close to getting something. Now for all, he's 3 down. I'm surprised Liam hasn't gone on the other side to cover that tee. Unless he's going to get away with it here. I think he might have gotten out of jail with that one, I think. I don't think he was looking to cover that tee, that spot. It will be a big ask to get the jack out of the rink. I think that's all he's got. Be looking to get the jack right on his name on the scoreboard here. Well, he's in the area, just needs to break. Yeah, it was good effort. So we go to tiebreaker. I'll play Liam. The tiebreakers, they toss a coin. I'm guessing Davey won the toss and he's give the jack to Liam. I'll just quickly rattle through the scores on the doors. We have Carla Banks won the first set against Darren Cooper. 4-0 to Darren in the second set. Jacqueline Henderson and Callum Banks. Jacqueline won the first set. It's 2s apiece after 2. Christopher Ritchie won the first set against Graham Robinson and he's currently 5-1 up as well in the second set. That's after 5 ends. I just can't make out what the Paul Wallace score is at the minute. In the second set, Paul won the first set against Chloe Thompson. So just a reminder, tiebreakers, the shots don't count. all down to the ends. Liam looks a touch high. It's,
First ball, a couple of foot there, Maxine.
still 2 feet to get this winner in here. Just a quick one. Chloe Thompson is 6-4 up in the second set against Paul Wallace. That's 5 ends. Better line from Baldy. I have to say there's no hanging around with these two lads on the mat and away. Good line from Liam. Is he up? Needs to run. Needs to get a glide possibly. And he's still left Liam about 8 inches, I'm guessing. Yes, Julian. David's still playing with his grooves. Liam's let it go. He's got a decent line. I don't think he's chucked it. Oh, he hasn't. He'd be disappointed with that. Penalty kick that. So the first tiebreaker end goes to Davey. It's probably Liam's slackest end for a few. Needs to win this end to stop in it. Davey just brought the mat up, just a touch. Definitely a bit of a chill in the air at the minute, so I don't know whether that's affected the speed of the green. Start from Dave. And there's the gaffer in from Liam. And a good line from Dave.
Hey, David.
Oh, he's played a cough drop. Well played. Back toucher. I did say Dave was playing with these grooves. They are 3.5s. And he's forced Liam on the ditch hand. Just overplayed it. I would think Davey would be looking for something about a couple of feet short, maybe. Well, he's chucked it out. Very close. It may be too good, this. Oh, Tremendous. I told you it was a couple of feet short. You don't listen to me. Oh, this one's come down with the tail on. That was I don't think the ball had a chance to breathe there. I think with that pace you play the odds. Kind of cover both spots. I'll probably split the two black ones, because I would think the odds of one of Davy's balls going through the head and covering at the other spot. Well, what do I know? If the lad hits this, I might have a word with them after the game about that ball. So, young Liam, I can't imagine him going to draw it. I think he's going to smack it. Well, what do I know? He's playing the brave man shot and he's missed the line. And congratulations to Davy Bolt. Tremendous game, well played Liam. I thought he played really well in the second set. Probably had his worst two ends on the tiebreakers. I'll just quickly give you an idea of what's happening before I sign off the morning session. Darren Cooper has just levelled the sets against Carla Banks. Paul Wallace has beat Chloe Thompson. Callum Black is 6-2 up against Jacqueline Henderson. Jacqueline, of course, won the first set. And Christopher Ritchie is 5-3 up going into the last end against Graham Robinson. Christopher Ritchie won the first set. I'll update our Facebook page as soon as them games are finished. Again, thank you for watching. We'll be back in possibly 5 or 10 minutes. We have a Chelsea Pensioners special coming up. That's all I'm going to say. Thanks for watching, folks. See you soon.